This interview was great fun. I talked to Leon Russell. He was able to perform with many of the musical greats, including Elton John. This was also my very first press conference I ever did. I covered it for both my elementary school radio show called Kool Kidz in the Radio Show, and I had to ask. I hope you enjoy and see why I had to ask.
Did you have any sort of relationship, either musically or any other fashion, with Doc Watson?
Well, I went to see him and Merle out at the Palomino one night. That's the only time that I'd ever seen him. Hi there.
I'm Lillian Freeman from Kool Kidz in the Radio, and I had to ask, in 2011 you were inducted into the Music Hall of Fame. What was it like getting such an honor?
Well, I couldn't hardly keep from crying. I got on the TV and cried for everybody. I don't know, it was exciting. I don't ever think about that kind of stuff usually because I don't usually get in that kind of stuff. But Elton John got me in there, and that was fun. Where are you from? You from the college?
I'm from the Red Bank Elementary School in Lexington County.
You're going to be a journalist? Good. That's exciting.
Now, people are, I don't know, you probably don't like this, but people are putting you in the legend category, and people want to, bow at your feet and all that. Does that bother you, or is it part of the gig?
Well, as Bill Monroe said, not as long as everybody does it.
So, and when you're talking to someone of this age, do you have any particular words of wisdom for getting into music?
Well, words of wisdom, I'm really not your guy for that. You have to go to somebody like Willie Nelson for words of wisdom.
Project you're...
What is it like being at Merle Fest for the first year since Doc Watson has died?
Well, I'm excited. I mean, I went to a jazz club in Los Angeles years ago, probably to see somebody like Paige Cavanaugh as a jazz player. And I walked in the other room and there was this bluegrass band in there. I'd never heard one in my life. It was a band called the Kentucky Colonels. And I was quite taken with them. And so that was my first experience with bluegrass music, and I really quite liked it, actually. Hello.
You did a little bit of time with Newgrass Revival. How long did that last?
That's an interesting way to put it. I did a little bit of time. Well, it was great. I just had gotten a divorce from my evil first wife, who, by the way, is divorcing me again after 35 years. I didn't get enough the first time. So I was not in very good shape, and I ran into those guys, and they'd always been friends of mine, and they were playing at the Delman Theater in Tulsa, and they asked me to sit in with them, so I sat in and sang a couple of songs. It was such great fun that I played with them for about 2 years. It was really great.
Any recordings with them?
Yeah, we did an album called Rhythm and Bluegrass, which I sell on the website, and they may be selling it here today.
Okay, I'll look for that.
It's quite good. I like it a lot. Hello.
What was it like performing with Elton John?
Oh, well, it's unlike anything I'd ever done, really. He's the guy that can sell out stadiums around the world 7 days a week. I never have really known anybody personally that was able to do that trick. And we made an album together. He's quite a remarkable guy. George Harrison's wife says Elton is spiritually correct. He's raised about $100 million for his AIDS Foundation, and he does that kind of stuff all the time. I've seen some documentaries on him in past years that were somewhat less than flattering, but I think that was drugs or something. He's not like that anymore. He was very sweet. I enjoyed doing it.
Anybody who you've not played with that you're dying to get on stage with?
Dying.
Itching.
You got to watch your terminology.
I'm sorry. You said the other one. The other one wasn't me.
I could drop dead at any minute. Wouldn't be a very good picture. I don't know. I mean, I enjoy playing with people. There's a band called, boy, I'm bad with names. I think it's something like Dirk's Tedeschi band. You know them?
Yeah, that's right.
And I played with them one night. That was great. I mean, they're great.
They are great.
Funky white people. How can I say?
Yeah.
And I played with, let me see. Oh, somebody else. My memory's not what it once was. But I enjoy playing with, Zach Brown.
Oh,
I
yeah.
played with him. He's got a great band. He's a great guy. Hello, either one.
My father says you have performed with some of the greats. How do you do this while still performing to the best of your ability?
Well, you're making certain assumptions there. I don't know. I just had my 71st birthday the other day. I never realized it'd last that long. I don't know. I mean, it's just a way of life like any other. You know, it's just something that I do. I get kind of bored when I have to stay home sometimes.
Do you feel like when you play with another, big name that you kind of like rise up to the occasion, or is it the other way around? Do you feel like maybe you pull people up and you make them better just by being on stage with you?
I generally don't think of that stuff in that way. I'm just happy to have a job.
What's your favorite?
Wow, that interview was awesome. Or as Leon Russell would say, that interview was great fun. I hope you enjoyed listening to I Had to Ask.